Hello, hello, hello. Gnarp here again. This is episode 2 of Tea with Gnarp. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about hope, especially Hopecore and the beauty of being nice. Today's tea is a dandelion, lemongrass, and licorice tea. This time, instead of drinking it hot, I put some ice in it. I don't know if you can hear it. No, you cannot hear it. It's full. I don't wanna mix it up just yet. So good. I put some dollops of milk, condensed milk, and dulce de leche in here, just to experiment a bit, and I really like it. Really nice. Anyways, Superman 2025. Really good movie. I watched it with my boyfriend almost a month ago. Really incredible how time passes. Because it was premiered the 21th of July, and it's August when we posted. I don't know if it's gonna be exactly 1 month after when I post this, but yeah, time flies. And when I wanted to talk about mainly in the Hopecore department is the beauty of being nice and how that movie made me want to be a better person. Okay, that's kind of clickbaity because that movie isn't this thing that motivates me to be a better person every day. I have a really interesting philosophy when it comes to being nice, and I think being nice is nice. It's nice to be nice, it's nice to be treated nicely, and I don't know, based on the basic empathy I was taught when I was little, that treat others with the same attitude and attention you want to be treated with, I just follow that energy. I know that for not a lot of people that's something they can base their niceness on. I know that for some people, niceness doesn't come naturally, that they have to make an effort to be nice, or they have to base their morality in something bigger than them. And at first, when I would criticize that, because what do you mean you need the idea of punishment to be nice to people? Why can't you be nice just to be nice? But the thing is, maybe that not everyone can be nice outright. They have to make an effort for it. Sorry, I was making the video and just I entered the part of the shoes. What are those, Mr. Terrific? What are those? Anyways, going back to the point. I at first criticized it because I didn't understand why someone needed to feel a external push to be nice, but at the end of the day, if that helps someone be a better person, I think that's really neat. And that can come from many places. For some people it's like community, from other people's is discipline, for others maybe religion, and in general learning to be a good person comes from different ways. No one is nice the same way another person is. And when it comes to being nice and trying to be a better person each day, it's sometimes a struggle. Sometimes one wasn't born perfect. I know I had a lot of development to achieve the moment I am right now, but I'm pretty happy with my own personhood and how I behave with it. Nevertheless, I think something that Superman showed in the movie, and it really encapsulates it, is that sometimes being nice isn't the easiest way. Sometimes being nice will have pushbacks, sometimes it will have rejection. It will be seen as the incorrect choice, even though most of your senses scream, no, I'm doing the right thing, you could doubt, because others do not see the right thing as right. Sometimes people see it as a weakness. I know many people that think being nice to people, no matter who they are, outright, it's a weakness. Trusting people is a weakness, but I do not think so. And like in the movie, and I'm sorry, it's probably gonna be a bit of a spoiler alert, so I put it right now. Spoilers alert for Superman. Go watch it. It's a really good movie. Go watch it. That's it? Are you out? Okay, perfect. It's a really good movie, not only because they kill DCU's Netanyahu, but because it shows, just as I was telling before, how sometimes it's hard to be nice, how there's pushback in being nice, and what makes you a better person is still holding on to your morals even when the entire world says what you're doing is stupid, what you're doing isn't complying with what we want, and you say, okay, that's not okay, but I'm willing to live with that, to be rejected, and to not be seen as a follower of the masses if it comes to being a good person. And like in the movie, Superman, he was based on that. He did every decision, most of them, or if not all of them, based on how many lives and how much suffering he could avoid from getting hurt. How many people could get hurt? Not only people, also beings. Like in the squirrel scene, when he saved the squirrel, that was me and my boyfriend's favorite part. Really, like, it was really cute, but I think it showed a fundamental in Superman that even despite not being like born human, he was made human by the people and the influences around him. And I think that's really beautiful. Well, let me drink a little bit more tea. Good tea. And he not only did the right thing, he depended on others to do the right thing too. Like Lois, Mr. Terrific, and later on Kendra and Guy Gardner joining into doing the right thing, even if it was hard, because they knew that helping out Superman was more important than, oh, what would they must say, blah, 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 blah. Even if, like, at first some of them, especially Guy is an asshole, but I love him regardless in the movie. Guy was like, dude, you have a harem? What? Even if there was doubt, in the end they pulled up, which is the important part, in my opinion. And some people I've heard that they criticize how quickly the general masses turned on Superman after they found out the video Lex Luthor put out. However, I think that's one of the most realistic parts because, okay, not to get too philosophical, but when it comes to being a minority, and I'm extrapolating the use of Superman as an immigrant, because he is an immigrant, he's not from Earth. Everyone loves him because he's useful, but the second he's seen as a threat, everyone just bounces on hating them. And I think that's like one of the most realistic parts of the movie. If you can ask any, if not most, of minorities in a new country, they're like, dude, do you feel like people could turn on you if you make any slight mistake? And I cannot talk for everyone, of course. My experience is not the same as everyone else's, but it feels like that. It feels like you have to be the best representation of your people. In my case, Latino people. to be seen as someone worthy of respect and support. And in this case, this was the case for Superman as well. Like, he was a stellar guy. He was working to help everyone, to save everyone, to be the change he wanted to see in the world. But the moment he was seen as something threatening, then everyone was like, oh, he's an alien, oh, he's a danger, whoa, whoa, whoa. Doesn't that ring a bell? I bet it does. And I think another thing that it's important to realize is that being nice to people shouldn't be dependent of if they're useful or not. Like, it was pretty sad that the people of Metropolis turned on Superman the second they thought he was out there to get a harem. But it's true, they didn't know Superman deeply, like many of the characters in the movie that doubted that possibility. And I think that if we spread the idea of being nice to people, as I said before, without strings attached of usefulness, because I'm gonna say it, and you better hear me out. People tend to see relationships as exchange of value rather than how can we both grow from being in each other's lives. And that's a little bit of the philosophy I have in my day-to-day life. Like, what does this friendship how does this friendship challenge me? How does it make me grow as a better person? How does this romantic, familial, platonic, anything really make me be better? And I think we should think about that more often. We should change the idea of like, is this useful? As, does this make me grow? Do I make them grow? Am I able to challenge the people I love in the ideas they have? Because if you feel like you cannot have an earnest conversation with the people you love, something should be like, should be a sign. It should be a sign that you need to sit down to talk, and if you're able to address that. I think being able to be honest with the people around you and say, okay, I agree with you in this, I don't agree with you in that, is the best way to avoid things like echo chambers and hate in general. Like, you avoid the entire typewriting monkeys in the pocket dimension Lex Luthor thingy. In my humble opinion, don't be a monkey in a typewriter. Don't be that. Think rationally. Think more outside of what you jump the gun with. I think that's a good exercise to avoid being a person that hurts other people accidentally or like intentionally. Don't do it intentionally, that's not nice, but still. I think that the core of Hopecore, jokes aside, the core of Hopecore and being a punk rocker and how being nice it's the new punk is that we have been having a few years of absolute desperation and hard times. Like, the world is changing constantly. Sometimes it seems for the worse, sometimes it seems that maybe there's a little hope, but it's not enough to quell all our doubts. And it's valid to be scared. The world's scary right now. And we feel powerless in that aspect. The thing is that we aren't powerless. We're not totally powerless. It's true, we cannot achieve everything on our own, but we are not defenseless. If we unite, if we change, if we try to be the change we want to see, that's gonna be the most punk rock thing you can do. The best thing you can do against the system is be better than the system. Be nicer than the system. Be stronger than the system. And be more full of love than the system. Because at the end of the day, the system isn't going to embrace you when you graduated. The system isn't going to tell you you are doing great when you are in the middle of studying for exams. And the system and the government isn't going to be the support you need and when you feel lost. That is the job of community. That is the job of people. People will be there for you. And the best way to cultivate nice people is to start with yourself. Being nice and creating more love rather than hate in this world. Fight for change. And maybe the start of that fight could be just opening the door for someone as they enter, saying good morning to the cashier when you shop, offering a bottle of water to a homeless person, and if you can, volunteering, donating, or doing anything you can in your hand to start that change. Anyways, after that little conversation, this is the end of the speed paint, and I wanted to thank you all for watching and for staying with me during this time. I love you, Mr. Terrific. He's my favorite character. Goodbye and follow me for more. Love ya!